Hello, my name is Ruby. I am a professional tarot reader, archetypal astrologer, intuitive channel, and today we are going to be unboxing Through the Eyes of the Soul by Cheryl Yambach-Rose. Now, I promise this won't be an unboxing channel, and I normally don't get so many new decks in a month, but it is my birthday month, and I am so blessed to have so many amazing tarot clients who have gifted me new decks, and I'm so grateful for them, and I'm so grateful to dive into this. The viewer who purchased this for me noticed that I use another deck by this deck creator very regularly on my Instagram, and so they suggested that I might vibe with this one as well. So there's a high chance I'm gonna like this deck just based on what I know so far. So let's see here. The deck creator is, or the deck publisher, excuse me, is Blue Angel, and we love Blue Angel decks. Now, I'm a little annoyed because this came dinged, and that is a regular occurrence with decks that are shipped to me from Amazon, which is one of the reasons I try not to get decks on Amazon. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So, it looks like we have a guidebook, and that's a little piece of paper. So we have a guidebook, and we have the cards. Blue inside matte box, so the box isn't too exciting. The guidebook is a little flimsier than usual for a Blue Angel deck, and it's a little flimsier than the other guidebook from this creator that I have, which is the Mystique of Magdalene Oracle, which I will probably do a full review on soon. So let's see here. It was published in 2021. Here's a how to use this deck section, and then we're right into the card meetings. So it looks like we've got the title and then a brief description of the card meeting, which I like. And because it's not a super intensive guidebook, I'm guessing that there's going to be a lot of freedom to use this deck more intuitively. So taking off the plastic band, and we'll start looking at the cards. You know what? We're going to do it this other way. So we go 1 to 52. There's 52 cards in this deck. The cardstock is matte. It's nice. I love a matte cardstock. Blue Angel in general always knocks it out of the park with the quality of their deck, with the quality of the cardstock. This is Plant the Seeds of a New Template. I like the artwork. I really like the artwork from this creator. Cheryl Yambach-Rose is her name. Reveal the truth that has long been hidden. Love with an open heart. So this is very Mary Magdalene. Weave your destiny. Ooh, the energy of this deck. The energy of this deck is very light, effervescent, bubbly, or at least that's how I'm experiencing it. Seek the guide with noble ideas. Create, activate your DNA. So I'm sensing that this creator has more of a new age galactic cosmology. So if you're not into Atlantis, Lemuria, star seeds, those types of concepts, I don't know if this deck would be for you. And again, that's just what I'm sensing from some of the card titles. Shifts happen, stabilize your energy fields. And it looks like we have Yeshua here. Yeah, I vibe with this deck creator though. Like I'm mixed when it comes to those concepts and ideas. My belief system is very rooted on what comes through for me in my readings and what comes through my channel based on my own lived experience. And because I had a very evangelical religious background. I actually grew up in an evangelical cult. I'm very skeptical. I'm very grounded in my beliefs, and I think people look at me and they see me and they expect something different. They project this like airy fairy persona onto me, and actually it's taken a long time for me to deconstruct a lot of my reservations about having any belief at all. And I was channeling and a psychic from a very young age, and I did not come out of the closet until a couple of years ago because it felt so scary to me to own those beliefs and truths and to own my gifts because of my upbringing. So when it comes to like the new age stuff, I love this card. It can get dogmatic for me, but there is truth to be found in it, just like there is truth to be found in every religion and every spiritual system. Not saying that every religion or spiritual system has the whole truth, but all of it contains truth. And this deck creator, to me, really understands Christ consciousness, which is probably something I'll make a whole separate video about. What Christ consciousness means to me, why it's important, how you can activate it. So that was a little tangent for free. As we flip through the eyes of the soul. Regeneration, death, and rebirth. So I love these cards, and thank you so much to the client who gifted them to me. You truly know me so well. I will probably be using this immediately. I'm going to clear this deck, and then we're going to have a little conversation because she is my soul. This deck is my soul, y'all. Return from the underworld, engage life. Okay, so it looks like we have Osiris. I'm sorry, this deck has Mary Magdalene, it has Yeshua, it has Osiris. There's tons of roses. This deck creator is from the same spiritual lineage as I am. Find and hold your power. All of those energies feel like home to me. A new door is opening, step over the threshold. I think that this creator has one more oracle deck, and I'm probably going to purchase it for myself within the next month or two. Yeah, I honestly like the artwork of these cards more than the Mystique of Magdalene Oracle. But the Mystique of Magdalene Oracle is just Mary Magdalene. And I will probably do a review of that oracle deck on this channel soon because it's one that I use a lot in the collective readings I film for Instagram. Lift this curse, forgive. Wow. Ooh, this deck gives me the chills. So if I really tap into the energy of these cards, they do feel very galactic. And I think that these are cards that I will probably just use for myself. I don't know if I'll pull these cards up in a client reading. I think this is going to be a deck I use. I had to have conversations with my guides, because this deck feels like the energy of my guides. Seek the symbols, decipher the meanings, and look at all of these symbols in the stone, all these runes. Wow. This deck, wow, words today. This deck has like high fantasy vibes. Like I want to write a fantasy novel about the characters in this deck, right? Like, oh. So wolves are a huge part of my spiritual practice. I have 2 wolves that I journey with when I'm doing shamanic journeying. They've been there for a very long time. So anything with wolves. A deep secret will come to light. Look at like the lighting. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't like this card as much. It just doesn't seem as vibrant. as some of the other cards in this deck, but then seek the wisdom of your shamanic guides, two wolves. Look at this. And then we come right back into fully obsessed, fully obsessed. So I think I said there was 52 cards in this deck. Lots of blues. It has this very like Twilight vibe to it. Not like the novels, like the time of day, and with this like the colors that are being used, like the purples and the blues, like even the backings, which I don't know if I showed you all the backings. These are the backings, so no reversals. Or you can do reversals, but you're gonna know that's what you're doing. And I wouldn't use reversals for this deck anyways. Okay, this one's kind of creepy. It's creepy. It's giving creepy. But it's so rare to love every card in a deck. When that happens, like that's your home deck. Be the powerful space between opposite poles. So you don't need the guidebook for this. I mean, use the guidebook if you like to refer to the guidebook. I'm not saying I'm not going to refer to the guidebook, but this is a great deck. Before even using it, I can tell you this is a great deck for clear it, connect to your guides, ask your guides what you want to know, or like what they want you to know. Ask your guides, what do you want me to know right now? Shuffle the deck, pull some cards. The titles and the imagery are going to give you everything that you need. And if you are somebody that has a very like logical, straightforward mind and you struggle with reading intuitively, this would be a really good deck to practice on. There's a lot going on in these cards where you're going to be able to really use that muscle and you're going to be okay. But look at the dragon. Find the middle ground, compromise. Ooh. I have a crush on this deck. Do you want to give me your number? Keep the vigil. Explore other realms. All right, this is the artwork that's on the box. And 52 run wild for a while. So it's very Druid energy, Avalon energy, Celtic, and then it also has this Christ consciousness and this galactic consciousness to it. So if you connect with any of those wisdom streams in your own practice, you'll probably like this deck. I mean, the cardstock's really nice. The artwork's really beautiful. It's, you know, a pretty expansive deck, like 52 cards. That's awesome. I've been getting all these like 30 card decks recently, and that's fine. Like, no hate, but we love a 52 card oracle deck. You can get a lot of wisdom. You can extract a lot of guidance out of these cards. So that's been Through the Eyes of the Soul by Cheryl Yambach Rose. Exciting. We're so excited to dive in. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Wishing you well.